Good morning, students. As you know that we people are doing novel A Tale of Two Cities written by Charles Dickens. Today I am going to explain page number 35, 36 and 37 to you people. This is page number 35. I hope that you people have gone through the earlier previous pages, and if you people are not clear with anything, then please read the chapter twice. It will be clear to you people. Yes, let's begin. Miss Manette, get a hold. Miss Manette, get a hold of yourself. It is your duty to tell court. What do you know? They will decide if what you say in any way indiscriminates the prisoner. Now please go on. Miss Manette dried her tears and continued. He He said that he traveled backwards and forwards to France on business of a very difficult nature. Did he say anything about America? Well, he did say something about George Washington making a great name for himself in history, and that the England was handling the American situation very badly. But I don't think he mean, so she left the sentence incomplete. So the attorney general he gave his sympathy to Miss Manette, that Miss Manette, don't cry. As a responsible citizen of the country, it is your duty to tell whatever you knew about the accused and whatever he has said. You don't worry about that thing, that whether your words are going to harm him or your words are going to help him. Leave all these things to the court, and you just do your work. You just do your duty honestly and tell us whatever you know. So after that, Miss Manners, she dried her tears and she continued. She said that Charles Darnay, he told her that he is doing a business of a very difficult nature, and in the matters of business only he travels backwards and forwards, means many times he used to travel from England to France and France to England. Attorney General asked, did he say anything about America? Miss Manner said that he had only said that he praised George Washington, that he is making a great name for himself, and he also said that England is not handling the American situation in a good way. The people are not tackling it in a good manner, but she want to give a opinion about all these things, but she left it incomplete. Thank you, Miss Manette. You may step down. I now call Dr. Manette. Dr. Manette, can you identify prisoner as the man you saw and spoke to on the night referred by the previous two witnesses? So, Attorney General, he had just paid his regards to Miss Manette, and after that, Miss Manette, she was dismissed, and another witness was called. That is none other than Dr. Manette. Attorney General had asked him, can you identify the prisoner, and is the prisoner is the same man as it is mentioned by the earlier two witnesses meant here, Miss Manette and Mr. Lorry? I cannot, sir. Dr. Manette, he gave up, you can say he said a plain no. Is there any special reason? There is. Attorney General asked, is there any special reason that you are not helping the court in its proceedings? He said, yes, there is. Has it to do with the fact that you were held prisoner for a long period without trial in your native country, Dr. Manette? They tell me so. Can't you remember anything at all? My mind is a complete blank. So, in this manner, Dr. Manat had not helped the court in any matter. He plainly said a big no, that he didn't know whether he is the same man as mentioned by the previous two witness, or whatever is the case. Attorney General had asked him, "You are not helping the court. Is the reason behind this is that you were a prisoner in your native country for many years without a trial. It has to do anything with these things." Dr. Manat, he said that I can't remember anything. My mind is a complete blank. So that is why I can't help you people in any other matter.